Welcome, everyone. We are excited to have you join us here tonight. And thank you for joining us. And also, if you're taking the time to watch the replay, thank you for taking the time to do that. We're excited to have you listening. And tonight we are going to be blessed. We have the amazing April Linton here with us. She is going to be sharing her success story with us. We have some questions. We're going to chat back and forth. But if you have not had the chance to meet April, you are in for a treat. She has a huge heart for people and has been an inspiration, and she has transformed her life, and she is helping so many others transform their lives. She recently celebrated 10 years with Young Living. She has been a top enroller for several years in a row. She is a gold leader, which means that she has helped a lot of people make changes in their life and to live a healthier life. She also last year, she earned the beginning of this year. What is it? No, it's only March. So it was last year. She earned a trip to Hawaii from Young Living because she is helping people to change their lives and sharing the products with them. And she is a hairdresser. She's a mom, a grandma, although I think she goes by Honey. And she just, she had an open mind, but she didn't have time to do anything extra. Says her tech skills were so bad she didn't know a space key on a computer, but she has this heart to serve and help other women. So she has been able to do that. So April, you want to start us off by telling us a little bit about yourself and how did you first find out about Young Living? Oh, you're muted though. You got to unmute.
Can you hear me now? Sorry.
You're good now.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. Well, like Gwen said, my name's April Linton, and I've just celebrated 10 years with Young Living. I'm a hairdresser and salon owner, mom and honey to 3 precious little angels. And I'm actually.
Oh. Hold on.
Oh, you're good. So I'm still actually at the beauty shop, but my life has totally transformed since Young Living. 10 years ago, I was overworked, overwhelmed, overweight, and took 7 medicines. And I was very successful in my business, but all I knew how to do was work. And I just, I didn't know any different. And I ate the regular American food. And one day, Dr. Mary, makes me cry every time I tell the story. If you guys know Mary, you know that she is not a beauty shop girl. And she followed God's lead and came into this beauty shop and shared her oily crunchiness with me. And I didn't really know what to think, but I was open and I really wanted to help people. So even though I took 7 medicines and I was a hot mess, I thought I was getting the oils to help my clients, and I had massage therapists that worked for me. And so I knew they'd help their people. So that's how I found out about Young Living, and the rest is history. And my life has totally transformed. Don't even hardly recognize that girl that I was 10 years ago. I'm just so much healthier in every way. And I love women are my people. I've been a hairdresser for 24 years, and I love giving them these tools that they can totally transform their life. And it's such a beautiful gift.
So you got started with the products. And what made you decide that you wanted to do Young Living as a business?
I've been in business for myself since I can remember. So I saw the business opportunity first within the beauty shop. And so I said yes to the business opportunity before I was said yes to using the products.
Okay, which is actually kind of unique, I think, in Young Living, because a lot of people get the products, fall in love with the products. And, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I accidentally had this business because they just start sharing them with people. So that's, that was there and you saw that. And then you said, okay, yeah, I want to do this. And then you fell in love with the products
Absolutely.
because I know you're in love with the products.
Absolutely. Yes, I saw the business opportunity, but I also Mary did a Zyto scan on me really quick, and I scanned for some oils that were in the premium starter kit. So that's how I started. And I started using the products, and very quickly I felt some help. And, I felt a little bit of peace, and I was sleeping a little better. And it didn't take long for my clients to see the transformation, for me to have stories to tell. Even if they weren't miraculous stories, I've only been using these products for a week or two, and I feel better. I sleep better. I manage life better. I have less pain. All the things that the premium starter kit helps, everything was a little better.
Yes. Yes. And I think if once you have done that, you get those stories, and it is so exciting to get those stories from people and to hear how it is helping them, and what it is doing. What has been one of the things that has really impressed you with Young Living?
Oh my gosh. Everything. There are so like Gwen said, y'all, I'm not techie. Like, I still to this day, I'm a gold. I still to this day do not even own a computer. I think I won something like a computer in the last promo. I haven't opened it yet. Like burning. Story, I've got my phone propped up on my rollabout that I use to do hair. So you don't have to be techie to be a golden Young Living. And it's just techie's not my gig. But Young Living, there's so many things to love that I don't even know about. But the one thing I love is when you use the products consistently, they work. You have amazing results. And I felt amazing results. And when I teach that to my people, just use them. You don't even have to even really understand how they work. If you've got this issue, just commit to a week or 2 weeks, or now my new thing is 90 days of just do it a few times a day, or do it according to the supplement recommended dose. And you're going to feel different. Every single product that I have used, just the integrity of the product is amazing. The fact they have a money back guarantee, like, I'm in the beauty shop industry, and vendors come in all the time wanting me to buy their products. And the ones that have a money back guarantee are the ones that I know they must be good. At least they're worth trying because they believe in their product. So those are some of the things that I just really love. And then the more I learn just how they put people before products. I mean, yes, we all chose to do this business to make money. It takes money to live, and it takes money to pay our bills. And then now, we think about helping other people, and to have the money to do that is just a blessing. And Young Living truly, they truly put people before product, and I can stand behind that.
Yeah, I think that is one thing that really stands out to a lot of people. And since you've mentioned it, April mentioned it. She is not great with technology, and I think maybe she's gotten better than what she was when she started. But so much of what a lot of people see and what they do with social selling and network marketing involves technology. That you have been very successful. You've been able to grow a business, build this successful business without being, real tech savvy and having some of those challenges. So my first question is, how many years is it that you've been a top enroller for the team?
10. 10.
Okay.
All 10.
So you are one of the top enrollers. So you are helping a lot of people enrolling and getting a lot of people started. So what would you say has been one of the keys or a couple of those keys for being that top enroller without being real tech savvy or having some of those tech challenges?
So you have to just talk to people. Like this is a relationship business. And whether, some people have said, oh, you're successful because you own a beauty shop. Well, maybe, but it's just people. We have friends, we have family, we have clubs and organizations. And if we don't have that, we need to join some things like that so we can build relationships. And I talk to people, I form them. So ask them. It's all about asking questions and learning about them. Ask them about their family, their occupation, their recreation. What do they like to do? That's the FOR. And then once they talk to you and you listen, and y'all, in the beginning, this just feels very like a fish out of water. But the more you practice it, the more authentic you really sound, and you don't sound salesy, because that's really important to me. I don't ever want anybody to feel like they're being sold by me. I want them to feel like I'm helping them. And that whole mindset is why people know, love, and trust me. And that's why I've built a successful business. But I talk to people and I listen to them and I meet their needs. I say, well, I might have something to help you. And I share my story everywhere I go. And I was a top recruiter, even was doing that. But 3 years ago, my first little grandbaby was born, and that was during COVID. And so I was in Tallahassee, which is about 2.5 hours away from my house, and I couldn't be at the hospital. So I was at my daughter's house, and I wasn't working behind the chair. I was just there babysitting the dog. I'd clean the house, and I was getting ready for the new baby. But I had 3 days to learn. How they always pop up on your Facebook, and I am on Instagram, but that's really, really new. So I've done, my social media has just been Facebook. But I took some social selling classes, just to, like, you pay $7 for them or $14 for it. And I just picked up a few little tips and tricks. And I just put them to action, and small things done consistently create big results. The more I did it, the easier it was. The more I did it, the more those little classes popped up on my social media feed. And I took a few more. I learned a few more. And now I think I just checked it, and I have over almost 5,000 followers and on Facebook. And now Facebook, like, they have a title.
Oh,
I had a phone call. But anyway, so I just have started sharing on social media, and it's not like a salesy page. It's like putting your life out there on Facebook, like branding yourself. What are the 5 things that you're most interested in? Mine are family, travel, God, wellness, and that includes young living and healthy food. So I post a lot of that, and there's just little tricks that I've learned, and so I can do that with my phone in the morning or at night or whenever it's easy. And just the more you do it, the easier it gets, the better you get, the more followers you have. And that doing it that way, Gwen, it works for me. And I have learned, like, y'all, my first year, I called in every order that I had. I called in every new sign up that I had. Like, I didn't even go on the website. I still call them sometimes.
and I think that's a really, really good point that you had. And I think that you have been a great example of it, of doing those little things consistently. And when you do that stuff consistently and you learn and you keep growing and you keep learning and you keep going, that is a big part of where you are seeing your success. And you shared a couple things, and one of those is you talked about when you share, and you share about God. So you have shared about how you've transformed your life, not just from your health standpoint, we'll get to that in a minute, but you have also shared about your spiritual life and how that has transformed. Do you want to just share a little bit about kind of how that has transformed in your relationship with God and how that impacts and influences your business and what you do when you're sharing for your business?
I would love to. Another thing that gets me teary-eyed. I was saved forever, but for a very long time, but I didn't have a personal relationship with Jesus. And I suffered terribly from anxiety before oils. And when I started using them, they started to quiet my mind a little. So then I had more time to think about things that I might want to do. And that's when I started a little daily devotional. And it was just about 5 minutes a day. And it's grown into, oh my gosh, all day long. I pray without ceasing. But just getting the word in and then start just having the peace of mind. Oh, I can Google scriptures about whatever. I just wanted to learn. I wanted to learn what God's promises were. And most of us didn't learn his true promises in church because most people just don't have time to research. But God had made a covenant with us, and it was, if we meditate on his word day and night, if we try our best to keep his commandments, he makes everything we do succeed. And I have scriptures of that scripture and other scriptures like all over my beauty shop and signs, on Post-it notes at my house, in my car, on my vision boards. And truly, truly, when you put God first and you commit your plans to him, this is scriptural, he will direct your steps. And I trust him. And, it was, again, small steps done consistently, but he blesses my business, y'all. He sends people to me that I have no idea how they even found out about me. I don't even advertise for the beauty shop. And they just walk in here because I book out for the whole year in advance, and I'm full. But my God, my life is a total blessing from God. And every day it's better and better. And I'm so free to share that. In the Bible, it says that God gave us plants to feed us and their leaves and stems to heal us. Oils are scriptural. They are blessings from God. And I share that very freely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's amazing to watch. And you really are an inspiration to see that and to see you sharing that and to be that light to people around you and to bless those people that are around you with that.
Thank you.
It's great. I like to see it. And so that is a big part of your life, I know, and yours. The other thing is you've had this transformation. You have been on a health journey and you've transformed for that. And, how has that impacted? How does sharing your health journey relate to your Young Living business? And how has that helped to grow your Young Living business?
Well, all of you, I know I see some of you that are in the Rev Up, Tina and Kristen, and y'all remember I'm on my phone, so I can only see a few. Like, I don't have all of your faces or your names on there. I don't have a big computer screen. Y'all, Rev Up to Weight Loss and Wellness is the #1 best recruiting tool. It was a gift. If you guys aren't in Rev Up, get in there and get your people in there. These coaches, they train for you. And these people, Rev Up has there's a lot of transformations without Rev Up, but Rev Up was a great, great, great tool. And before Rev Up, lost 30 pounds. And my clients saw it and they loved it, and I shared. But there are so many things that you could share. Like, there's tons of weight loss stuff that you could do. Like, you can go on different avenues with Young Living products. But Rev Up, they cut it down to 3 products. And I mean, of course, you can go outside of that, but if you get people on these 3 products, first of all, their loyalty rewards is going to be almost $300 a month. And then they're going to realize they need more than that. And they're going to start transforming their lives, their health, their look. Y'all, you can say as much as you want. And I recruited people plenty before I looked different. But when you're preaching a wellness company, or when you're selling or sharing a wellness company, if you look healthier or you have a before and after, and I know it's hard to take those befores because we don't love the way we look. People see that and stories sell. Stories touch people. Stories people see. I could do that. And rev up, Gwen. That I can't say it enough. Every bit, even if you don't need to lose a pound, we can all benefit from losing inflammation, and there's just so many benefits. If you, to my opinion only, it's just mine, but if you want to be a top recruiter, get in rev up, check in morning and night, get your people in there, and oh my gosh, your business is going to grow like crazy. And the better you feel, the more energy you have. Y'all, I'm gonna be 53 this year, and so young. But I've been working behind the chair for 12 hours today, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. And I mean, I still have energy, and like my clients, they see it. My husband is 6 years younger than me, and he's like, I don't know how you keep going. And I'm not even tired, but I sleep great when I go to sleep. So when you start to really have an outward change, people see that, and that's when they want to get on board.
Yes, I think that's huge. And I know I haven't known April for a long time, but I have seen some of those pictures that she has shared, and it is very powerful to see that transformation and to have those stories. And I think too, if you have people that you have known for quite some time and they're skeptical when they see those changes in you, you have all those stories that you can share too. And it makes it so people can see it and they're like, oh, I want what she has. I think
Right.
it's part of that. And April does a really great job of just naturally sharing her life because it is her lifestyle. It is what she does every day. And I think that's really part of it, right? April, just sharing your life, what you're doing, because that's a part of it. You're just showing them what you're doing.
I feel like people think that they don't have anything to share, or a lot of times we don't give ourselves the credit that we deserve. We just think that we're just like we're just the average girl next door and we don't have anything special to share. But what I've learned is, oh my gosh, those are the people, like, you want them to say, me too, me too, me too. Like, I'm super transparent. I sucked at relationships. I was divorced twice and nearly divorced a million other times. And, I just there's a lot of stuff, but I share it, and my life hasn't been perfect. And I'm free to share that. And that makes so many people say, me too. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm a lot way better than I used to be, but they think, oh my gosh, if she can do it, I can do it. Oh my gosh, if I can do it with no computer, you can do it. Oh my gosh, she doesn't even have a computer. I can do it.
Yeah. And I know you mentioned that you worked 12 hours today or, this week. So you live a really busy life. I know when you found Young Living, you were super busy. You really didn't have any time for anything extra. How did you make the time? How did you find the time to be able to do this? You saw the potential in it. You were getting those experiences. It was changing it was changing for you, and you have clearly made that work. And so how did you make that work?
Well, first of all, I'll tell you, I was really hard on myself at first, and I made these really super spectacular goals that were way unattainable for me at that point in my life. And then I beat myself up because I wasn't working 8 hours on my one and only day off on Young Living. And then I'm sure that it was a God wink, but I just decided shortly into building my business with Young Living, I'm going to do it in the space that I have. Again, small things done consistently create big results. So I shared with the people that I was around, and then I shared with the when I learned to share on Facebook. And at first it looked like salesy, and now it's a beautiful situation, And also, don't get discouraged on Facebook if somebody or some other type of social media, if people message you that they want what you have 5 times a year for 2 years before they really sign up. Like, don't even get discouraged. That happens to me all the time. But then I decided, okay, what I can do is I can commit to 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes at night to share on Facebook. And there's even a way that you can schedule posts. That's really crazy techie for me. So, and then you can play, like, I'm old school. Some of your hairdressers, they might send you an automated message, like, I'll see you tomorrow at whatever time. Even my own hairdresser has an automated reminding system. I'm old school. I have a paper date book, and I text each of my clients, but that's nice because personal touch, they feel special, and that's building relationships, and they know I'm authentic. But I even I'll go through my calendar and put different topics I want to post about. And so I've just learned to carve out that time. Now, I built my business to gold on about 5 hours a week of work and Young Living. Truly 5 hours a week, plus sharing organically where I was at and listening. In the beginning, I was more of a I had a selling mindset. But then once I shifted to a sharing mindset, but having a good, strong close, because you don't just want to share all this stuff and then they're like, well, what do I do with this? I want these products. No, you got to be bold enough to have the ask. And then if they're not ready right now, okay, we'll come back to it another day. But if you just learn to just share organically where you're at, listen for needs, and then do some events. In this business, I didn't do that, but I was in another multi-level marketing business in my 20s, and I grew to a top recruiter in that business because I was a young mama, and I didn't have the network of people that I have now. And I did booths and vendor fairs, and that's how I grew. So it's all about building relationships, following up, meeting needs. Like Mary Young says, keep it simple, take it back to the kitchen table. And it truly is. Everybody's so techie, which that's not a bad thing, but people feel like they're unimportant and they're just a number. And if you actually make them feel important, you would be surprised at how they know, love, and trust you, and they want what you have to offer.
Yes, that's very true. So you said you worked about 5 hours a week. Is that what you would say you still are around 5 hours a week?
Yeah, my husband, I work all the time, but it's because I share organically, and so I don't really consider that part working. I consider working when I'm following up, when I'm posting intentionally, when I'm reaching out to people, and when I'm teaching classes. So to build a silver, I did one class a month at my beauty shop. Sometimes one person showed up, sometimes 10 people showed up, Then, so now I'm teaching because I have some brand partners that I'm helping, because that's what Mary did for me. She came and taught classes for me. Then she taught classes with me. Then I taught classes by myself. So I'm just following what she taught me. So I'm teaching classes for my new brand partners, and then I'll teach them with them, and then they'll teach them on their own. So I would say I'm still about 5 hours a week.
All right. And that you kind of told us what you do for those hours. And like April said, she is helping others to take advantage of this and provide an income for whatever it is that they need that for. Um, so April, what would you say, or maybe how is the brand partnership income program, how has that helped impacted you and your family? And whether you want to say, overall, or maybe one of the biggest ones, however you want to, whatever you would like to share with that.
Okay, so I don't do anything the way that anybody else does it. I'm very different. I think outside the box. So I bought a few old houses and have a little real estate business. It's very little, like it's not like I have a monopoly. When I was 36, I realized I didn't have any insurance and any retirement, and I bought an old house, and somebody owner financed it for me, and I ended up selling it and making a little money, and then I bought another one, and but now I'm on my third one, and I actually live in it. And so we have become debt free, and Young Living has definitely helped with that. And now we're using that money. My check every month goes into our building fund. So we're completely renovating our old house. It helped pay for my children's weddings. Both of my children decided they were going to get married in 2017. And holy cow, weddings are not cheap. And if it's someplace that you have a wedding, it's way more than if you would just have any other event there. So Young Living really, really helped with that. And the fact, like, when I took off for a week when my grandbaby was born, or when I took off for a week to go on vacation, when you're a hairdresser, you don't make money when you're not working. So Young Living really helped me be able to start enjoying just really enjoying doing things in my life and not working all the time.
Yeah.
And during COVID, when I had to go pack it up and take it to the house for 8 weeks, they closed beauty shops in Florida for 8 weeks. I was able to make $1,000 a week with my Young Living income. Now, I did turn my back porch into an office, and I worked 40 hours a week Young Living. That's when I made gold, is when I was at home. But Young Living's income has impacted me greatly.
What surprised you about having a brand partnership?
I think it all kind of came together. Like, it was really God's plan for me. I just had to realize it, and choose it, because He has so many plans for us, but we have to choose it, right? He has so many blessings for us, but we have to choose to walk into them. He doesn't force us. The relationships, like the real relationships, the real friendships, because you bond over getting healthy. Like, you really bond over getting healthy. And like this, a multi-level marketing business, and this truly, like, this is real. This is the cream of the crop, y'all. If you've never been in a multi-level marketing business, there is none other than Young Living. It is the best on a million reasons. But that type of business encourages personal growth and development. And if you're not working on yourself, and people see, that's the other thing, people see you working on yourself, people can tell in how you speak to them and how you present yourself. Like, they can see that constant growth. And these are women, sure, there are men too, but my people are women, cheering each other on, like the brand partners. Like, when we came together, Gwen, I just met you earlier this month, like in person, but I already knew you. It's just the friendships. And like Tina, I've never met Tina, but gosh, like, I cry every time Tina posts her before and after. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm just so happy. Just like the relationships, like, you can't have too many people cheering you on that know that you're cheering them on too, and that it's for nothing else, because other than you really want them to succeed and you're so happy for them.
Yeah, I think that is truly something that is unique about Young Living, that everybody is so supportive of everybody else. And we have this amazing community that comes together to cheer each other on and to lift each other up. And yeah, April was part of putting on an amazing women's wellness event that I was able to get to go to and meet her. And it's incredible to be a part of those things. And so then April, I'm going to ask you, what has been the highlight of your brand partnership so far in the 10 years that you have been with Young Living?
Again, I'm going to get teary-eyed. So I'm a hard worker, and I have goals, and I crush them. I do. I always have. But when you and I'm a salon owner, so when you get to the point where I have a lot of people in my downline, and of course you can be transparent and vulnerable with them, but they're still looking to you for leadership. I have to say, Dr. Mary, she saw something in me that I didn't even know I needed. She saw she was so loving. And I look back at how I even communicated with her sometimes. She's just an angel. Just her grace. But just that we can come together and truly dig deep, and nobody's feelings get hurt, but she just inspires me to do better. And she's walked this road before me, in front of me, so she can help me. Just like all of us, whoever we're helping, our kids or younger women, or she just she's gone before me in this, and she can see things because she's been there, and she knows how to help me and may help me to realize things. So I don't remember the exact question. I'm sorry, Gwen, but
that's okay. And I'm gonna say, maybe it's a tiny bit out on a limb, but I think, April, too, that's what you are doing for other people as well. That you are seeing those other people that can do that, and you are like, hey, come along and do this with me. I think that's great too.
Thank you. And I will share this with you guys. If any of you are not friends with me on Facebook, send me a friend request, because I really felt led for the last few years to do something. I didn't know if it was Wellness Wednesday, or I didn't know what it was, but it all came together, and I've started doing motivational Mondays at 9:00 on Monday mornings, Central Time. And I do a scripture that can motivate them. I do an oil, tell them how to use it and why, supplement, how to use it and why, and then something they can do for free right now to help improve their life. Y'all, I don't even know if I've signed anybody up from that, but it will come. But the fact that I'm pouring into these people, and they're messaging me, and I pray about it beforehand. So it's I really feel like it's God's will, the messages that I give. But just being able to hear that what you're doing is impacting lives, and it's not all about selling, because at the end of the day, that's going to happen. When people know, love, and trust you, they're gonna buy what you have that they need. So yes, indeed. But you guys might not realize how people watch you on social media and how they watch you in the community. So even if you think you don't have anything to share, you're so wrong. You have so much to share. And when you're vulnerable and you go from your heart, you don't have a clue how many people you're impacting. And it's not all about the dollar at first. The dollar comes later. The relationships come first. So just remember that.
I think that's so good to remember. And like I said, you are an amazing example of that. It just comes through how much you care about people and how much you want to bless people. And you are doing that. You are
You're
doing
so
that.
sweet. Thank you so much,
That
Gwen.
is amazing. So we're gonna getting close to wrapping up. We probably chatted a little bit long, but I think I have two final questions. And the first one is, what is one this might be a tough one, maybe not, but what is one Young Living product that you could not live without?
Nature
Maybe
Red. Nature Red, Nature Red, Nature Red. There's a lot of others, but Nature Red.
Okay. So Nature Red, we all need Nature Red, and sometimes it's a little hard to narrow it down to one, but that sounds like hands down, that's your winner. And then pretty much this is our final question for you, and you really touched on it a little bit, I think. But what, or maybe I should say how do you think a brand partnership could help the person that is watching this? That maybe they haven't quite got started, they're thinking about it, or they're just getting started. How do you think that could help them?
Oh my gosh. First of all, it will teach you life skills that maybe some other business might not. It will help you be the true person that you're meant to be. Like, you will dig deep into your personal growth and development. Of course, the money, like, the products are the best. They really, really work. And I've had so many people tell me, well, I'm not a salesperson. Well, neither am I. Like, and they roll their eyes, but it's the truth. I've worked with people that are like, I hate to say used car salespeople. If y'all are used car salespeople, I don't mean anything bad, but you know the reputation that they have. You know, like, they'll say whatever they need to say to get you to buy. We do not have to do that with Young Living. Like, the products are so good if you just use them, get your own testimonies, talk to your people, share their testimonies. Facts tell and stories sell. So if you tell the stories, just share the stories and get a good close so that you can, you know, they need to get that premium starter kit to start having their transformation today. All of the things, the freedom that it gives you. Like, after 10 years with Young Living, I never really thought that I'd be able to cut back on my work hours at the beauty shop, because I used to work 6 days a week, 12, 13, 14 hours a day. Now I've cut down to 3 days a week, still 12-hour days, but like, it's just, when you are not using your brain all the time to work, you can actually rest your brain, and being a brand partner with Young Living gives you that opportunity to actually sit with yourself. It actually encourages that personal growth and development. You can achieve so much more in such less time. And I could have never done that. I could have made lots of money, and I still do at this beauty shop. But the more my mindset was, the more I worked, the more money I made. Just the products with Young Living help you calm your mind more, where you can be more receptive to different ideas. I mean, it has made me be able to, it's allowed me to be able to spend more time with my family, actually go on vacations and pay for some of them. They paid for Hawaii. But a brand partnership with Young Living, y'all, don't give it up. This is you're looking at the long game. Sure, in the beginning, when you sign people up, you're going to get the bonuses, you're going to get 25% commission the first 3 months. But it's the long game, helping people change their lives, and you're going to get paid a commission on that. Like, it's not a ton of money up front, but at the end of the day, you know, I work 5 hours a week, and my checks are right around $3,000 a month. You can't, and that's only for doing it for 10 years. So a brand partnership with Young Living, like, I think it's beneficial to everybody in this society. Like, things are getting more expensive. Healthcare is getting crazy. I mean, you've got the best of all the worlds. You're getting yourself healthy. You're in control of that. You're helping people. You're making money. You're bettering yourself. Like, it is a win, 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 win all the way around situation.
Yeah, it is amazing. And I just want to say real quick, because we did mention it, because we're talking about income, you can find Young Living's income disclosure statement at youngliving.com/IDS. That's there. It'll disclose more. It has all those details there. But April, I just want to thank you so much for sharing with us tonight, and everything. everything that you have had here to share with us and to bless us with. And, you know, you have a lot of knowledge to share. You have an amazing transformation that I'm sure we only got a small portion of it tonight. But it has been amazing to watch and to be blessed by you. And
Thank you,
so,
guys.
and we want to thank everybody for being here. And, you know, you've heard from April, you've heard a lot of April's story. And now maybe you're starting to think about, is this for me? Maybe you're even thinking, how is this for me? And there's generally three types of people that kind of, when they are like, okay, I think this might be for me. And maybe you're the first person and you're like, I want to get my products paid for. You heard April talk about the Rev Up program and you're like, I want to do that. So I want to get those products for that paid for. And then maybe you're like, I want a little bit more than my products paid for. I want to get a monthly check every month and get a little bit extra for some of the extras and some of those fun things, or maybe to help pay a bill, something like that. And then you might be somebody else that's like, I'm all in, I'm ready to do this, and you want to have a career income. You want to be able to do this as a career and have that income like April talked about. We have the resources for you. Your mentor, the person that shared this video with you, the person that invited you here, they are here to help you. Our team is here to help you. The person that invited you can help you to get plugged in, get you into those resources. We have the tools to help you reach your goals, whichever one of those it is. We have an amazing team community here that is super supportive, super helpful. We do some work sessions, some other things. We have done a bunch of classes working on, you know, having some libraries of those. So we have the tools for whatever it is that you want, whatever that goal is for you. So get back to the person that invited you tonight or sent you this video. Let them know where you see yourself at. What is it that you want? You know, do you want to just get your products paid for, or do you want to make this a career? Where do you want to go with it? And they will get you plugged in. They will get you your next steps. So thank you so much for being here. April, do you have any last words that you want to add?
Just don't give up. Just do the things, learn the things, do the things. The more you practice it, the better you'll get. Everybody's a little uncomfortable in the beginning. The more you practice it, the better you get. And small steps lead to big results, y'all. You can all reach your goals. Just little bites at a time.
Yes. So thank you so much, April. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for, you know, watching if you are watching the replay. And again, if you have questions, if you need to get plugged in, get back to the person that invited you. So we hope you enjoyed tonight. Thank you so much for blessing us, April, and sharing with us. Thank you everybody for being here. We hope you have a great night.
Thank you. Good night.
And if you are here live, let's see, maybe here we go. If anybody has